Okay, there's a couple more things we need to do. So we set up our shaders, which we've named. So we go to rendering editor and go into hypershade again. You can see that we've got our eye thong and our body thong. And now we need to do is to go into window and go into outliner. And you'll see that we've got these two poly surfaces here. One's the body, one's the eyes. We're just going to name those. So if you just double click on those, call it eyes, hit return, and the same for the body, and hit return. Now what I'm going to do is select them both, and I'm going to press Ctrl G to group them. And now I'm just going to type in here cyborg and enter. Okay, so that's our character done. That would now go off to be rigged by the rigger and then animated by the animator. So that sort of concludes the course. What we would do is then, if we were working remotely, we would go into our folder structure and we would go into our Maya and go into our projects, go to cyborg training, and then we just basically zip the scenes and the source images folder and send them off to the client for them to do it, to rig it and animate it their end. So now we're going to move on to the next subject, which is applying a displacement map to this character and how to set that up. And also we're going to use the environmental settings in Mental Ray to create the lighting for this character as well. So I'll see you in the next lesson where we'll look at that. We will come back to this just to show you briefly how to sort of how the rigging is done within the character, and we're just moving things around. But that's basically it for now. So if you want to watch more about actually how to set the character up to have a displacement map, then carry on watching these videos. Okay, so I'll just save this character out again, and I'll see you in the next lesson where we'll look at applying a displacement map to this character to really bring the detail out. Okay, so because as you can see here, it's very sharp. It follows the geometry, as you can see, these sharp parts here, and that's just because it's not that dense a mesh. But using displacement map, this will all be smoothed out. There is something else we can do. We can select this model and actually press 3 on the keyboard, and that will apply a smooth to it. So if I just save this and then just do a render of this, you'll see it's a lot smoother now. But that's a problem as well, because we want those bulges, we want the muscle to show and stuff. But that's just a way around it. Okay, I'll see you in the next lesson where we apply a displacement map to this character.